Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a daily tarot reading for today, September the 24th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And more importantly, I meditated on the collective's overall energy for the day. And the message that came through was, how do you really feel? Interesting. How do you really feel? And I get a feeling today is going to be busy for the collective overall, but aggravating at the same time. Feels like little things are just going to keep popping up throughout the day that just aggravate us on an individual level. But let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle deck. What do we have for the collective for today to get this daily read started? Thank you, Spirit. We got the 2 right there for us. Perfect. First one out, Loon, Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. It's going to be a day where Spirit is pointing out you need to trust your intuition. You need to believe in yourself and your gifts and what you already know on a soul level, on a deeper level. Also acknowledging how you feel on a deeper level, given the overall message of how do you really feel. It can be very hard at times, especially today, to remember or to grasp how you truly feel about a situation because of all the excess noise from around you, from other people's opinions and situations and all of the above. Very interesting. And then we have Lizard, Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Excuse my voice. This is a reminder that not only just today, but recently in general, as a collective, we've all been going through our own version of a transformation. And, you know, that transformation isn't always easy as can be. It has its good times and its bad times. But this is reminding you that whatever pops up today, whatever situation you end up being in today, you can adapt. You can adjust the way you're thinking or the way you need to act in order to adapt to that situation, but don't compromise how you truly feel at the end of the day. Make sure you're speaking how you truly feel on a soul level. It may feel like at times though you need to quiet that due to who is around you throughout the day. Just feels like you're going to be surrounded by very opinionated individuals. Let's continue by pulling a message or two, or rather, scratch that, by pulling 4 tarot cards. Some shuffling, of course. Bear with me, I'm barely awake. Very interesting, those turned face up. One more shuffle as I completely struggle. I just feel like that might be a sign in itself. Today is going to be a bit of a struggle. Which could cause some of the annoyance as well. Alrighty, what do we have to continue this daily read? Thank you, Spirit. Alrighty, my friends. So starting off the 4 cards card, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Your day is most likely going to start off with you working, or at least putting efforts towards some sort of creative project or business or your job in general. You may not love it. You may not be 100% thrilled to have to put in this work, this effort. But for some of you, less of you who are drawn to this video, you truly enjoy what you do. It's just the environment you're in doesn't make it easy to enjoy 1000% what you're pursuing at this time. Don't let outside factors sizzle or demolish your creativity, your excitement, your passion, if you will. Because I feel like for those people who that last message resonated with, you are at risk of allowing yourself to slip into a mindset where your passion and your creativity and your excitement for what you've been pursuing starts to dissipate, and we don't need that to happen at this time, because I truly feel like you have a lot ahead of you and a lot more to create and work towards. Wow, that's an annoying bird. Just, you know, one of the annoyances and aggravations of the day. Let it begin. Anyways, so 3 of Cups for the second card. It feels like when the first half of the day wraps up, it will be spent with some significant others, some soul connections, or you could be thinking about them potentially in a negative way. I feel like someone close to you potentially aggravated you recently, or will aggravate you in the first half of today. Again, don't let any sort of situation like that as well interrupt your work or your creativity or your passion. It's almost a second note built off of the other one, but treat your passion for your work at this time like your baby. Treat it like it's your pet, or however you want to view it. But make sure you, almost like you would treat your inner peace normally, protect that passion, protect it, guard it. If you feel a situation with somebody or a group of people is potentially putting that passion and excitement for what you do at risk, remove yourself from the situation. You owe it to yourself. And it almost feels like those closest to you these days could be part of that, interestingly enough. It could be part of what's making you doubt what you're working towards, or doubt a certain goal you have in mind. It's unacceptable, if you ask me. And it's very interesting because the 3 of Cups was originally in the first spot, and the vice versa, and the 8 of Pentacles was over here. And then I was told to flip the placements. But then I had the thought afterwards that it could be either way. So I feel like for some people it's going to start with the creativity and working, and then some sort of impact with your loved ones, whether it's positive or negative. For other people who are drawn to this video, it will be vice versa. It'll start out, your day will start off with either a negative or a positive when it comes to those soul connections who you feel are you're physically closest to these days, I want to say. And then the first half of the day will wrap up with you working towards your creative project or business or job. Let's move on to the second half. We have the Moon card. You're allowing certain people or places or situations in your life these days to get to you. You're allowing for them to put you in a mental funk, or you're allowing yourself to slip into a mental funk because of what they're saying or doing. I feel like you know more than you say. You just don't know how to act around certain people anymore. It's not like you want a Queen of Swords cut them out of your life, but you just don't know how to proceed, how to... It may feel like you're tiptoeing around, in a sense. I feel like this is very much carried on from this Three of Cups. And if they were flipped the other way, it'd be aligned. Try your best today to quiet external opinions and voices. We don't need comments from the peanut gallery today, is what I feel the need to say. Allow for your intuition and that internal voice, that higher knowing, to come through and overpower any sort of opinions and external voices once again. And then we have the Ace of Cups for the fourth card. It's interesting because you go from having almost what feels like a little bit of anxiety or just mental stress or a funk to feeling like at the end of the day, like your cup is actually truly overflowing. It's not just full, it's overflowing. It may feel like you start to have certain clients or offers come through for your business, or certain, I just feel like good things will start to flow in towards the end of the day unexpectedly. You may reach a small goal of yours without expecting to today, a little sooner than you thought. And it's interesting because it feels like the day kind of goes up and down as you go along, but it does feel like after you go through this little mental funk, we'll label the Moon card, the Ace of Cups comes in at the end, and it's now coming through as you kind of have a grasp on where you're heading. You have a grasp on what you actually want out of life, and it's almost like those haters or those doubters, which potentially could be people that are supposed to be closest to you because it's aligned with the Three of Cups. It's almost like those doubts and those opinions and those negativities that are coming from outside sources reminded you in a sense of what you really want. And it's what they doubt, it's what they don't see succeeding. Very interesting. And it reminds you to stand proud and stand tall in what you know and what you want out of life. And that nobody's opinion and view or perspective on your situation is going to adjust that. And it reminds them to realign themselves with you mentally, or they could just step to the side. Very, very interesting that the doubt and the hate, or just the doubt and the, in a sense, of disbelief, is leading to a reminder of what you truly want, and it's what they don't believe is going to happen or should happen. Wow. So as today goes on, make sure, most importantly, you're allowing yourself to adapt to situations, but absolutely trust your intuition in what you already know and where you feel you're meant to be a few months down the road, or a year down the road, or a week down the road, wherever, however, it pertains to you. And enjoy yourself. Allow that passion to ignite again. Don't allow outside sources to put out that fire within you, that excitement. And as you potentially have some negative impacts from outside sources, voices, opinions, whatnot, allow yourself to try and not get into a mental funk. But if it does end up happening, and you may get a little bit of anxiety from it, try to get yourself out as soon as possible. Because by the end of the day, you're going to realize how abundant you truly are, and how successful you are on the way to becoming. And it's almost a sense of, like we were saying, you get a reminder of where you're heading and what you're about to achieve and how right it is for you, but also a reminder that you've known all along what's right for you, and you're about to prove certain people wrong. Wow. So on that note, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your personal situation, and I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.